Well, for years, America's tech monopolies have had their growth subsidized by the federal government, by you and the rest of the taxpayers in this country, all thanks to Section 230 of something called the Communications Decency Act. The law protects tech companies from being sued for defamation and fraud on the grounds that they simply provide an online platform for users that anyone can use. But that's a lie. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube aren't open platforms. They're censors. They're happy to ban and silence anyone they dislike, usually on political grounds. Senator Josh Hawley of Missouri wants to change that. He's a new bill that will take away tech companies' lawsuit immunity if they carry out any politically motivated censorship. We recently spoke with Senator Hawley about that bill. Here's what he said. I characterized that correctly. This bill would remove immunity from companies that practice politically motivated censorship.
Yeah, it's very simple. Big tech has gotten these giveaways from government, this sweetheart deal from government where they can't be held accountable. They can't be sued. I mean, if Twitter decides, Tucker, to take away your platform, they take away all your social media, what can you do about it? Currently, nothing. So what my bill says is, look, if they're going to have this special immunity that nobody else gets, by the way, they should not discriminate on the basis of speech. They ought to embrace the same First Amendment values that everybody else embraces. And so no discrimination on the basis of your political views. If they want to discriminate, they shouldn't get the special deals from government.
Well, that seems completely fair. What would be the argument against it? Why? First of all, why is it taking you? You just got to the United States Senate about 20 minutes ago. Why is it taking you to do this? And how many people are on your side? And who specifically is against you?
Well, I mean, who's against me are all the big tech companies and all of their backers, and they whine that, oh, my goodness, this is going to break the Internet. I mean, this is going to be the end of all of our great innovation. I mean, that's just not true at all. And let's remember, these are the same people who last year said we can't possibly stop sex trafficking online because that was going to break the Internet, because that was going to be somehow infringe on these companies' rights. I mean, it's just ridiculous. All that we're saying is if you want to get special deals from government, if you want to be treated differently, you know what? Quit discriminating against conservatives and libertarians. It's a common sense thing, and I hope there'll be bipartisan support for it.
It's fascinating. I mean, would a utility, would a power company or local electric company be able to cut off service to you if they don't like your views?
No, of course not. And look, these companies, these tech platforms control the big ones. I mean, they control the channels of social communication. They control the news that people get and receive. Exactly. They have enormous power. And they insist, Tucker, that they don't discriminate. They say, oh, no, we don't discriminate. So fine. All my bill says is submit to an audit, an outside independent audit, prove that you're not discriminating on the basis of speech, and you can keep your special immunities. But if you are discriminating, or if you won't open your books, you're going to get treated like everybody else, same standard.
So you said a second ago that these companies are discriminated against conservatives and libertarians, and of course it's true. Libertarians, however, would argue against what you're trying to do, and I think their argument would be, well, if you don't like it, start your own Google.
Right. And the problem with that is that when you have a monopoly, as Google really does, I mean, good luck with that. I mean, companies have tried to start up. Google buys them. Google suppresses them, engages in anti-competitive conduct. Some people say, oh, this is forced speech. My approach is forcing the companies to engage in speech. That's just nonsense. This isn't forced speech at all. It is stopping discrimination against speech by these companies. I don't want the companies to speak in any particular way. My point is just this. Stop discriminating against conservatives. Stop suppressing other viewpoints that you don't agree with. I mean, it's just as simple as that.
Well, but unless I'm missing something, what your bill would do would just remove the special protections that they have that, for example, I do not enjoy as a broadcaster. Fox News as a news company, we don't enjoy. We can be sued. If we defame somebody, we commit fraud, we can be sued. We don't have this immunity. And all your bill would do is just put them into my category.
That's exactly right. I mean, that's exactly right. I mean, to be clear, these big tech companies, Facebook and Google and YouTube and Twitter, they have a deal that nobody else has. No media company has this deal. No other publisher has this deal. They have this special carve-out, this special handout from government. And if they want to keep it, my view is they should quit discriminating. On the other hand, if they want to discriminate against conservatives, if they want to push a liberal agenda, that's fine, but they shouldn't get these special deals that nobody else gets.
Then they can live like the rest of us. Senator,
right.
God bless you for doing this. I'm so glad that you are, and I really look forward to finding out who opposes this, because it will tell us everything, I think. Senator, great to see you tonight.
Thanks for having me.